Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a while, I've not done a long form video in a while, usually because my laptop refused to record. Hopefully this goes well. Been busy, well, not been busy at all to be honest, the channel's been quite inactive. I've posted a few shorts and stuff. I'm hoping that I can get this video out and I'll finally have a bit more long form content. I've got a few shorts, I've just went train spotting actually to see a few cool trains, so I'll post that hopefully today. Get the thumbnail done for this. Either this will be out today, which is Saturday, or tomorrow, Sunday. So as you can see the title of the video is the World Cup predictions. So this isn't the full thing, it's just the group stage. So group draw happened yesterday. Don't know if any of you watched it. Obviously, you probably have seen Scotland's group if you're a Scottish fan. So it was a pretty big event, obviously. A lot of big celebrities, likes of Chris Rock and Shaquille O'Neal, all there. I was watching, so I was very interested. So I've done my predictions for the group stage and like who will qualify to the knockouts and like the top 8 third place teams, because how it works obviously now is there's 48 teams in the World Cup this year, and it's like there'll be the top 2 get in each group get through, and then the top 8 third place teams get through as well for the round of 32. So hang on, sorry, I had to move my desk a bit. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I just want a quick note, I actually forgot to do this months ago, but on the 30th of September it was my channel's 2-year anniversary, so I forgot to say anything about that, to be honest. So I just want to say thank you very much. I can't believe how far we've come in 2 years. It's been a roller coaster, it's been fantastic, and I've loved every minute of it. I can't believe that we're now at 1,120 subscribers. I was aiming for like 100 at the start. I never thought I'd get this far, and I love every minute of it, and I'm going to keep the channel going for as long as I can, and I thank you all for the support. So now it's 2 years and 4 months pretty much. So without further ado, let's begin the video. Right, yeah, so first group A. So we have got Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, and then playoffs. So there's playoffs where there's 4 teams, and like I think two face head to head against each other, and then the winners of those 2 matches play against each other, and then whoever wins that out of that gets into the groups. I've put at the bottom each team for each playoff. So this is the UEFA playoffs, it's a European team. So as you can see, for playoff D, it's between Denmark, Czech Republic, Republic of Ireland, and North Macedonia. So I've done my predictions. I've predicted which team I think will get through by the playoffs, and then which teams will like finish, how they'll finish. So as you can see, my prediction, I think first place, actually I was doing like this, I thought it was going to come all at once. I've put Mexico in first place. I think Mexico's got a good strong team. I also think one of the big factors will be the weather. Like America is going to be, and like Canada, not as much Canada I think, but like America and Mexico will be roasting. I don't know where the matches are taking place as far in each group, but I think Mexico is a very strong team. Like Hirving Lozano and Ochoa, and they've got a good bit of experience in youth, and they'll also be used to the climate, so I think they can get through. In second place, I've gone with South Korea, led by Heung-min Son. I think he can carry this team, and they've got a good bit of experience as well. In third place, I predicted Denmark as the winner of the playoff. I did consider putting Denmark in as a top team, or second or first, but I do think that Denmark will be third. I mean, obviously they had a good lead over Scotland in terms of the group stage, but then they bottled it in the last match. And then in fourth place, I've got South Africa, because this is their first World Cup since they hosted it, and I don't think they've got the most high quality team. So, and then in Group B, it's another host group. It's Canada's, along with Qatar and Switzerland. And in Playoff A, you've got Italy, Bosnia, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Italy going through the playoffs for the 3rd time. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get through this time. In first place, however, I have got Switzerland, because I think Switzerland's got a very strong team, and I think they had a very good qualification. So I think they can get through. In second place, I've got Italy. I predict they will finally get to the first World Cup in a while. Probably a potential chance to win. They've got a good team of like Chiesa. They've got, I'm trying to think of the players for them. Bastoni, Donnarumma, good strong defence, good midfielder like Barella, and then a good attack. I don't actually know what factor it is that's let them down. It's probably the fact that they had Norway with like the robot Erling Haaland in their team. Third place, I've gone for Canada. I just think Canada will struggle a bit. They've not got the strongest team. They're obviously in like their home country. They could get through as a third place team. You'll have to watch the video to see if I think that. And then lastly, I've got Qatar because they still know this. It's their second World Cup, their first actual by qualifying. So Group C, it's the home country. It's Scotland's group. I really am glad Scotland finally made it back to a World Cup. The match was absolutely electric, and it was great to watch. Brazil and Morocco are in their group. That happened the last time they were in a World Cup in 1998, and also a nice return for Haiti, who are back in their fourth World Cup in 52 years, since 1974. Actually, no, technically it's 51 now, but when it comes around, it'll be 52. So in first place, I've gone for Brazil. Brazil, obviously, five-time winners. They've not been as strong as they were in that time, but I do still think they can qualify. And second, obviously, they're probably the best African team in the world right now, Morocco, with the likes of Hakimi and Naziri. Ziyech, I think, could potentially be there. And they've got a few good youngsters as well. So I think that actually Morocco just won the under some sort of under 20s or under 17s World Cup. I think it's under 20s. So yeah, they've got a good academy as well. Third, I've gone for Scotland. I'm optimistic. I reckon Scotland could actually qualify in as a third place team. I think Scotland could get obviously should beat Haiti and they could nab a point off Morocco. I don't know how they'll do about Brazil. And then lastly, I've got Haiti. Group D, I've gone for you've got USA's group, along with Paraguay and Australia, and then playoff C, which has Turkey, Romania, Kosovo, and Slovakia. It looks like a good group for USA. However, I predicted that Turkey will get to through the playoffs and have a very strong team. The Turkish league's obviously very popular now, and there's a lot of good Turkish players, like the youth player Kenan Yildiz. I reckon Turkey can get through. I will predict that USA come second though, because they're in home country and good hot climate that they're used to. Third place, I've gone for Australia. They've got like one of the longest journeys to the World Cup, probably the longest actually. Maybe New Zealand actually just. And then fourth, I've gone for Paraguay because Paraguay haven't quite. I think this is one of Paraguay's first World Cups in a while, so I don't know if Paraguay are the strongest team. Group E, Germany's group. They qualified through pot one, the ninth place team in the world. And then you got Curacao, the smallest country to qualify for World Cup. Cape Verde barely held the title for that long. And then also two underdogs that I reckon could be dark horses in Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast and Ecuador. So in first place, I've still gone for Germany because I think Germany are a very strong team, like a good defence with the likes of Neuer's fallen off a little bit recently, but they've still got a good few goalkeepers. They've got like Sula and Schlotterbeck as well. Midfield, they've got like Wirtz and Musiala. And then attack, they've got like Voltamada and others supporting them. Second place, it was tough between Ecuador and Ivory Coast. I have gone for the Ivory Coast, however. I think they'll be used to the kind of hot climate as well. Ecuador obviously will be too, but I think Ivory Coast has got a very strong team. I think they won the last AFCON as well, so they're in a very good position. Ecuador I will put in third. They've got a very strong defence and they've got a few good players like Estupiñán and Caicedo. Caicedo was most notably probably the best player they've got right now. And then fourth, I've gone Curacao. I'd love to put them in, and I'd love to see a big underdog run, but I just don't think they're strong enough. And considering they're the smallest country to ever qualify, there's a good chance they will go out. Group F, I've got the Netherlands. You've got Japan. You've got Tunisia, and then you've got playoff B, which consists of Sweden, Ukraine, Poland, and Albania. Sweden are a shock actually. The fact they're in the playoffs, they've got one of the most most like famous attacks right now. However, first place I have gone for the Netherlands. Like obviously they've got one of the strongest teams. You've got like Van de Ven, Van Dijk, De Ligt, and a very strong back line. And you've got like Reinders, and you've got Gakpo, you've got Depay. Depay is their top scorer ever. So they're under the management of Ronald Koeman, they should do really well. Second place, I've gone for Japan. They are always a dark horse. They knocked out Germany last time. They beat Germany. They have got a very good team. I reckon they could go far. Third place, I've gone for Sweden. I've predicted them to somehow recover and get to the playoffs. They could get a formidable run. They could get second, but I reckon that Japan will just edge them out. And lastly, I've gone for Tunisia. They're a bit weak. I can have a couple of players in Hannibal Mejbri, who plays for Burnley right now, and Skahiri. He might be retired. I might be wrong actually, but Sees Belgium, obviously one of the great teams that hasn't won it with like the World Cup experience. Egypt, not in the World Cup since 2018 when they got grouped, and then Iran and New Zealand, who've not their first World Cup rodeo, but they've not actually got through before. Um, in first place, though, I've gone for Egypt. I think the hot climate will suit them better. They've got more talismanic players, likes of Marmoush and what's his name, Salah. I forgot that. Second place, Belgium. The World Cup experience will get them through, but they have wasted their golden generation with the likes of Hazard, Vertonghen, and Alderweireld seemingly gone. Um, and Iran and New Zealand will battle out for third and fourth. If Iran can get the win over New Zealand, I basically think whoever wins that one will potentially go through as third place. But Group H, the world's best team, or world's best nation here, Spain, along with Cape Verde, the debutants. They were the smallest country until Curacao came along. And then also Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. My predictions, of course, Spain will absolutely dominate this group, probably get 9 points if I'm honest. World's best nation as for a reason. Obviously, I think they didn't win the Nations League, but they obviously will get up to the final. They won the Euros, could obviously definitely win the World Cup. Second place, I've gone for Uruguay. They've obviously the South American team, and they've got very good players. Luis Suarez, his last World Cup. They've also got Darwin Núñez and Ronaldo Araujo. And obviously the hot climate again. This hot climate is going to be a massive factor. Third place, I've gone for Saudi Arabia, and fourth place, Cape Verde. I think that win will be crucial, and if Saudi Arabia can nab a point off Uruguay, they'll be definitely through. Group I, the group of death, probably one of the best groups we've ever seen. France obviously won it in 2018. Got to the final last time, so they're probably the second best country in the world. And then you got Senegal, who can never be underestimated, one of the best African teams, like so Sadio Mane, Koulibaly, Ismail Assar, who's having a great season for Crystal Palace. And then you got a playoff again. Whoever wins that will probably be quite unlucky because they've got one of the toughest groups. So that's between Suriname, Iraq, and Bolivia. And then you've got Norway with Haaland bringing them back for the first time since 1998. My predictions, I've gone France in first. That World Cup experience will prove pivotal and crucial to getting them there. Because Norway are great, but they're a cold country, so that'll be a bit of a factor. And also the fact that Norway haven't been in a World Cup in 28 years, it's very different. Third place, Senegal. I think that they'll need to win against my predicted playoff winner, Suriname, to get through. I don't know how they're going to get a point off France or Norway, but they may get lucky, they might not. Group J, the reigning champions group, Argentina, along with Algeria and Austria, and another debutant in Jordan. Naturally, Messi's last World Cup, I have put Argentina in first, and then I've just predicted it, as you can see, Algeria second, I think one of the strongest African sides, and then Austria in third, first time since 1998. Still got a decent squad, but there's still players like Alava who will struggle, maybe because they've got fitness issues. Jordan last, however, I've seen a lot of things and they can't be underestimated. They've been doing quite well. I've seen in the Arab Cup, for example, they've been really good. So they could do something, but I think I've put them in fourth just because I don't know them too well, and I do think since it's the World Cup, their first World Cup, they may struggle. Group K, also another Ronaldo's last World Cup. Very sad, obviously. See what he's got to do with this group. As you got Portugal, he obviously captains captains Portugal for the last time. You've got another playoff, which is between the African team DR Congo, and then you've got the two Caribbean teams, New Caledonia and Jamaica. I think Caledonia is Caribbean. And then you've got another debutant in Uzbekistan. Obviously the most notable player is Abdulkadir Kushinov, who plays for Manchester City. I don't know if I've got any Uzbekistani viewers out there, but I hope you watch. And then you've got Colombia, obviously the big South American team. This may be incredibly controversial, and I will probably get a bit of backlash, but I have gone Colombia in first. The South American experience, I think, it was the South American climate in a way. This may seem like a bit of a ridiculous factor, but the journey time's less. I mean, obviously they're right near compared to Portugal. They have to fly all the way from Portugal. And I think Colombia have got a very good side, with the most notable couple of players being Luis Diaz of Bayern Munich and Daniel Munoz of Crystal Palace. Portugal naturally will come second. The World Cup experience will prove pivotal, and it will be something that gets in the edge. Also, the fact they've got a few weaker opponents. I've gone Congo in third. I've seen, obviously they're in AFCON right now. I don't think they're doing too badly yet. They are missing their big player, Yohan Wissa, who obviously is now a Newcastle player, but he's now back from injury. But we'll see what he does if he gets to the World Cup. And then Uzbekistan in fourth. I feel sorry for them, but unfortunately I do have to put them in last. I mean, at least they get to play in the World Cup. Finally, Group L. I know I've got a lot of English viewers out there. So let me know if you're happy with this group. Croatia again. Obviously, that brings back bad memories from 2018 when they'll beat you in the semi-final. Then you've got Ghana, the African side. They can't be underestimated either. They've got a few good players. Most notably, I'd say Mohamed Kudus of Spurs. And then Panama, who also England played in their group in 2018. I think they beat them 6-1. So I do respect the Panamese fans. I think that's the nationality. It's Panamese or something. Because they obviously celebrate. I think they scored and they celebrated their goal, and it's like they're fans that don't seem to back down. In first place, I've gone Croatia. The fact that they have been third place and second place in the last two World Cups is astounding. Obviously, they've got a Ballon d'Or winner in Luka Modric, and then they have other legendary players such as Davon Suker, and they've still got other great players. I don't know if Lovren's still playing. I don't know if he'd get called up. Sorry. Obviously, they've also got the up and coming Josko Gvardiol of Manchester City. So I've put them in first. England will get second though. I think they probably will beat Ghana and Panama. Thomas Tuchel seems to have got his side working, although I will be honest and say that they had a very easy route to the World Cup. Like the group wasn't the greatest, and then like Latvia and Albania in it and stuff. I'm not targeting them, but England obviously should be beating those teams. I've got Ghana in third and Panama in fourth. And there you go, my predicted top 8 teams. So obviously how it works is you get the top 8 third place teams to go through, and then that's to the round of 32. So I based this off how strong the teams are, because I think there's a few teams in there that could get good results in their groups. So my predicted top 8 third place teams are Senegal, Sweden, Scotland, DR Congo, Denmark, Austria, Ecuador, and Ghana. Meaning, unfortunately, the 4 teams that will be eliminated will be Saudi Arabia, Canada, Iran, and Australia. And that's it. That is my World Cup predictions. I'll just go back over them quickly. Hang on. So yep, Group A, Mexico, South Korea, Denmark, South Africa. Group B, I've got Switzerland, Italy, Canada, and Qatar. Group C, I've got Brazil, then Morocco, then Scotland, then Haiti. Group D, I've got Turkey, USA, Australia, and Paraguay. Group E, I've got Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Curacao. Group F, I've got the Netherlands, then Japan, then Sweden, then Tunisia. Group G, I've got Egypt, then Belgium, then Iran, then New Zealand. Group H, I've got Spain, then I've got Uruguay, then I've got Saudi Arabia, then I've got Cape Verde. Group I, Group of Death, I've gone for France, I've gone for Norway, then I've gone for Senegal, and then I've gone for Suriname. And then Group J, Argentina, the reigning champions, get through. Then Algeria, then Austria, then Jordan. Group K, I've gone for Colombia, then I've gone for Portugal, then I've gone for DR Congo, then I've gone for Uzbekistan. And Group L, Croatia edge it over England in second, and then Ghana and Panama, and then those are my top 8 third place teams. That's it. Let me know what you think for the World Cup. Is your team in it? Is your team in the playoff? How are you feeling? Are you excited for it? I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of things that obviously, for example, some problems such as the World Cup times have come out, and Scotland's matches are all in the evening, so that's going to be a problem for most of the Scottish viewers. But yeah, I'm excited for the World Cup. It's not felt like that long since the last one, to be honest. But let's see what happens. Thank you all for watching. I think it's Christmas that I'm going to get this video out. It's either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I'll post it for Christmas Day, to be honest, because I want some Christmas content. So I hope you've had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. I don't know what I'm going to have planned in the New Year. I think one of the things I'm definitely going to try and do is go to plane spotting for the first time at Heathrow Airport. So that'll be good. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.